Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this one we're going to be taking a close look at the new podium vehicle, the Enus Deity. As always, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of its exterior, its interior, the way customized in Los Santos customs, and ultimately the goal of this video is to tell you if it's worth it. And with that, let's start doing a 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First off, this vehicle was released with the contract DLC. It costs $1.85 million. It's part of the sedans category in GT Online. It's based on a Bentley Flying Spur, which is basically a big Continental GT, which is the Paragon R, and this is basically a bigger Paragon R. In terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with it. You can open this big old hood and look at that beautiful engine, all four doors, and the trunk. And I gotta say, from the rear, it kinda almost looks like a Rolls Royce in my opinion, but that may be just me. All in all, it's a pretty cool looking vehicle, and I'm really excited that we have this on the podium. And for the record, this is its first time on the podium, unlike other vehicles that have been, well, let's just say, used a little bit too much. This vehicle was released in 2021, as I said, with the contract DLC, so it's kind of newish, so I'm really excited to see how it customizes in Los Santos Customs. Sounds good, so we're off to the streets to see what type of drivetrain we're dealing with here before going to Los Santos Customs. And it should come to no surprise that this is in fact a rear-wheel drive vehicle. Good to know. With that out of the way, Los Santos Customs, here we come. And of course, on our way there, I'm gonna be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the Deity. Now, something that I didn't mention before is, you're probably noticing if you've watched my videos before, that I'm playing on kind of a potato console, and that's because I'm playing on the Steam Deck right now. I am on a vacation. You can see the frame rate in the top left-hand corner. I know it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I don't have the agency here, which this vehicle supports because it has Imani tech. Basically, you can upgrade its armor, its weapons, and some other cool things that I really never upgrade on any vehicle. So if you're into that type of thing, we're not going to be doing it in this video, but I did that in a previous video that I made basically when the vehicle first came out 2.5 years ago. So you might want to go check that one out. I'm gonna link it right here. As for this vehicle in particular, the acceleration, decent for a four-door vehicle. It kind of behaves like a boat, which is to be expected. It's a Bentley, it's a heavy car, and all in all, the only bad thing I can say about it are the brakes are really, really horrible. And with that, let's see what we can customize in Los Santos Customs. Of course, when we get there. And here we are, and as said before, this vehicle is part of the sedans category in GT Online. As for how much money you can sell it for, what a shock, a big fat zero. And yeah, that's not good. And of course, as always, we're gonna be taking a look at the performance of the vehicle and upgrading that first. And let me know if you've been playing on PC for a while. Do you have this transaction pending delay every time you select something? I don't have this on the PlayStation. I've never played this much time on the Steam Deck, so let me know if this is normal or is it just my internet connection, because the internet here sucks. And if you guys couldn't tell, I'm doing this old school. I basically recorded the video and now I'm just adding my 2 cents, recording the voiceover so you guys can be a little bit more informed and probably, hopefully, a little bit more entertained. Now, with the upgrades for the vehicle done, let's customize! And of course, we're starting off with the front bumper option, which in this case, it's kind of a front splitter situation, but it is what it is. The rear bumper, however, is real, and even though the options for it are really, really gross in my opinion, it is what it is. I don't like the livery, but there is something interesting to say about it in just a little bit when we get to that point. For now, let's just focus on the exhausts, and I don't like much of those, but I really think this oval exhaust looks like a Bentley for some reason. I associate the oval exhaust with a Bentley, so really liking that one. As for the front grille, you can choose between a plethora of different ones. Which one I chose? Well, of course I'm gonna go with the shiny ones, because me, just like fish, am attracted to shiny things. Moving on to the hood options, and of course we have a lot of customization here, although I would have loved to see something where the engine bay was kind of visible, but I guess this is a more classy look for the vehicle, so that's out of the question. Next up, we have the aforementioned liveries. Now pay attention here. If you're noticing something, you're not alone. the livery that we had selected is not on the list, which means that this livery is exclusive for this podium vehicle. You can't buy it anywhere else, and you can't rebuy it if you decide to go with another one. So I am actually gonna go with the ugly livery for that exact reason. Even though I kind of like one of the other liveries, I am gonna go with the podium vehicle livery, just so people, when they see me, know that I won this with sweat, tears, and blood from the lucky wheel. Well, not really, I won it first try, but it is what it is. Now we are on to the roof option, and I gotta say this one was kind of a letdown. Side skirts. I don't really understand the point of side skirts, not a big deal. They don't have any visual impact in my opinion, so it's kind of a waste of money, so let's just waste $16,000. There! Good as new. Spoiler, and this should be mentioned, is the only visual customization of the vehicle that has any impact on the performance. So keep that in mind, and I know a Bentley with a spoiler, a big old spoiler, looks really stupid and weird, but it is what it is. It's a game after all, kind of. And here we can slam the vehicle to the ground, and you're probably noticing that I don't really have everything unlocked, and that's because this character that I have on my Steam Deck, on my PC, is not as high a level as my main guy, so that's something to keep in mind. As for the color of the vehicle, as always, I asked you guys, the viewers of the Bullshit Party, what color do you want me to make the vehicle in the video you're watching right now. And for this week, most of you suggested, let me just check. Well, you suggested pink, so thanks for that. You wanted me to make the vehicle pink. I gave you so many options of great colors, and you guys made me make it pink. And I gotta say, if I was into Barbie, I would love how this vehicle looks. But as for right now, I'm kind of on the fence on it. Even though it looks kind of, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it looks good in pink? I don't know if the camo stripes match the pink, but it is what it is. You guys made me choose it. As always, no hard feelings, but yeah, I'll get you next time. And thank you so much for voting on the poll. I really love having your guys' input on doing the customization for the vehicles. Now, last thing, slapping the crew emblem, and we're out! And here we are on the outside, and I gotta say, the pink is kind of growing on me. It looks cool. And yeah, even though we don't have Imani tech on this vehicle, it's still pretty cool. As I said before, this is basically a 4-door Paragon R, which was released, I believe, with the Diamond and Casino Resort in 2019, I want to say, so a while ago. This vehicle, pretty good, in my opinion. $1.9 million, is it worth it? Probably not. Something interesting, we don't have this often. This vehicle is unique because the livery that you just saw, even though it's not a big deal, it's a livery and you really can't rebuy it if you mess something up and you purchase another one, makes it kind of stand out. Even though it's ugly, it still stands out by showing other people that you won this with blood from the Lucky Wheel Podium. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And by the way, if you don't know how to win it, go to my channel and watch my tutorial. I make a video every week showing you guys how to win the Lucky Wheel Podium vehicle every single time you spin the wheel. But back to the Deity, $1.9 million is a lot of money for the game, and I gotta say, it's not really worth 1.9. Is it worth getting for free? Yeah, especially because this is one of the rare vehicles, as I just said, that we actually have something to brag about and show our friends that we actually won it from the Lucky Wheel Podium. Now, is it a great deal? Probably not, but if you have a spare garage space, I would say this one is a total get. Just one tip from me, don't make it pink because you see the outcome. Even though it's not that ugly, it's actually, you know what? Pink really grew on me. I gotta say, I don't think anybody else is gonna make theirs pink. At least, not any self-respecting person. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, become a channel member, and I'll catch you all in the next one.